Welcome to Burnside Highlights. Last night at our council meeting we received an outstanding report from our staff on environmental sustainability. And rather than me talk about it, I'm here today with Dr. Phil Roetman, who is one of our leaders on staff in environmental sustainability, and I'm going to let him do the talking today. So welcome, Phil.
Thank you, Mayor. It's a really exciting time to be working in environmental sustainability at the City of Burnside. We're doing lots of great stuff. The report that was tabled last night included the calculation of our carbon emissions and details of how we're taking action in this space to reduce our carbon emissions. We changed over our street lights to LED lights, for example, and saved around 500 tonnes of carbon emissions in the last financial year. And also at sites like this, at the new shed facility on Fonningham Street, we've got solar panels on the roof. So we're taking lots of action in this space. Another highlight was the trees and the biodiversity stuff in the report. So we are planting many street trees. We got over 1,500 in the ground last year in streets and reserves. And here at the Biodiversity Nursery, last year we grew over 8,000 Indigenous plants. We're giving lots of those plants to residents to plant in their gardens and also planting them along our streets and in our reserves.
And part of that report, Phil, was a roadmap that has been planned and a scorecard. Would you like to briefly explain those two things?
Yeah, so the roadmap gives a plan for where we're heading over the next few years in those core sort of areas of carbon emissions, water, waste. Our waste stats are looking really good. And the scorecard gives a baseline for all of the key areas that we're working in so that we can now monitor that each year and report on it each year so we know exactly where we're going. Council's also doing a lot of great work when it comes to water management, particularly looking for alternative sources of water to keep our street trees alive. And things like the Kensington Gardens Reserve wetland to create habitat and help us manage stormwater more effectively. And here on Kingsley Avenue in Glenunga, we've got a great example of some local stormwater management with our tree net inlets. So on the ground here, we have an inlet. As the water comes down the curb, it is diverted, so it goes underground into a underground storage that is called a leaky well, where the water can infiltrate into the ground to continue to water these street trees whenever it rains through summer and through winter. That's an example of one of hundreds of different investments we've made in the City of Burnside to help keep our street trees alive and to manage our water most effectively.
It is so exciting to be standing here inside the Regal Theatre. It has been a long time coming and we are so looking forward to the reopening. The 9th of October, the showing of Casablanca, which is nearly sold out. And that weekend they're also showing Citizen Kane, and the following week there'll be The Secret Garden, the new version for children. The weekend of the 16th to the 18th is a very celebratory weekend when we have the show with Rhonda Birchmore, another show with Michael Griffiths, and another show with the Kim Sperling Trio. So there are tickets available for those. Come along and enjoy the comfort and the colour and the spectacle of this beautiful, iconic theatre that has been revitalised and refurbished. And last of all today, I am here at the George Bolton Swimming Centre and so looking forward myself to going for a swim this weekend. It opens on Saturday, but you are reminded that you must make a booking for you if you're doing lap swimming or if you're bringing a group of people just to have a recreational swim. I look forward to many wonderful days here at the swim centre as the summer and the weather hopefully gets much warmer. So that's all for Burnside Highlights for this week, and I look forward to seeing you again. Keep safe in a couple of weeks' time.